Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Clemson is going to kick the shit out of the South Carolina Gamecocks probably for the next 10 years every time they run across each other.
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are weaker than a plate full of piss.
The Rob and Kale podcasts.
Let's go.
Welcome into the show. Quick little show today before I head out and take the daughter to her golf thing that she's got. Anyway, so just thought I would preview a couple of things for tonight. We're going to talk a little bit tonight with my buddy Carolina Jackpot. 247 Sports put out their projected top 10 offenses for the upcoming season. A couple of names on there that are interesting. And one of them is going to hurt some feelings a little bit. If you've been listening to the show for the past month or so, Tennessee fans have been really, really upset because they think that they're the best offense since like the invention of offense. They think Hendon Hooker's going to throw for 70 million yards this season. God bless them. God bless them. They are not number one in this projected offense, which I think is interesting to say the least. In addition to that, Georgia does make the list, even though there are a lot of Georgia fans that think that Screech at quarterback is not going to, that's not really the guy that they want right this second. So there's that too. Anyway, lots of things we're going to get into this afternoon. And actually this evening with Carolina Jackpot when we do our show at 9:30 Eastern time tonight. One of the other trending stories is the most hated teams that are out there. I thought that was kind of interesting too. College football's 10 most hated teams of all time. And scroll through this list. Some of them I get, and some of them I don't. It's weird. The number one team, and a lot of these have to do with just the team, not the actual overall. So like a team for a year. So I guess I kind of get that. Anyway, we'll have that for you tonight on the program. Big Barney Ross says, rest in peace, Olivia Fig Newton. Thank you, sir. Also, who was it? Big Barney Ross is suffering today because apparently there was another Kentucky player that got arrested. Another player that got arrested. Yeah, there's that. Hunter says that was nice starting music. What was that tune? That, sir, is South Carolina's own Marvin. What the audio's bad now? What the hell? All right, hold on. Let me restart. There you go. That should have fixed it, I would think. I don't know why there's bad audio. Anyway, should be good to go. I'm checking it right now, just to be sure. So with that, you guys are telling me the audio is bad over there. That's not good. Hold on, let me listen to it over here. Hold on, stand by. Oh, there we go. So it's fixed. Good. All right. Anyway, I don't know what exactly happened there. Sometimes a little internet connection there. I'll throw some things off. But anyway, Kirby's Visor says, I am Mouth Pump Sanders. All right, I fixed it. So we're good. Hunter Harkin says it's Marvin who? It's Marvin Cease. Marvin Cease. The name of that song is Candy Liquor. Go and Google it. It is the official theme song of the Rob and Kale podcast. You, I tell you what, you can't play that at church. Let's just leave it at that. He also has another song that's called Ghetto Man. And the chorus is literally, I'm just a ghetto man. I mean, it's really funny. Go and check that out. That's some really good stuff. Anyway, so we're going to have that tonight. Also, I had someone approach me last night about the podcast and said something that, we were talking about the cockles of Kale's heart kind of warmed the cockles of my heart last night. We'll tell you about that tonight on the program as well, as I've gotten my stuff fixed. I am not a ghetto man, but Marvin Cease was a ghetto man, or at least he sang about being a ghetto man. He also sang an 11-minute song about oral sex. That's what Candy Liquor is, so go and check that out. You also learned what a Jody is. A Jody. Go and look that up. No, I think when you're young, you want to be a Jody, and when you're old, you want to beat the hell out of Jody. That's going to be the mix there. It's kind of funny. But anyway, we'll get into all of that tonight. But I thought I'd do this for just a second. Kirby's Visor gets it. Very good, Kirby's Visor. I knew you would get it. I figured Jay would get it too if he's up there today. It's a little too advanced for Alan, but Jay would probably get it. Anyway, I thought we'd talk for just a second about college football teams that you despise. We'll get into more of that tonight. You know, there were certain teams that I kind of was like, ugh, can't stand these motherfuckers. Like, I didn't like any of the Tim Tebow teams at Florida. Didn't like any of them. Maybe it's because I just didn't like Tim Tebow. I thought he was faker than a football bat, to quote Jim Cornette. Yeah, I just, Tim Tebow and shut up. No one cares. Shut up. I didn't like any of those Florida teams. There you go. Vols guy gets it. As I'm opening up, my daughter can't open her water bottle. I got to open it for her. That's funny. Anyway, 803-470-2905. We'll take calls really quick here before we get out of here. But a simple little quick show today. Let you guys know I was thinking about you. And to preview tonight when we bring Carolina Jackpot into the mix. Yeah, Kirby's Visor agrees with me. Fuck those Florida teams. That's right. They were all, they had murderers and rapists and thieves, and Urban Meyer was on them, and he likes to grope people. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right? It's the way that it is. And then Tim Tebow's out there acting like he's, I think it's even worse now. And nobody actually went to Tebow and said, hey, you didn't know any of this shit was going on? Nah, he would probably say, I left practice and I went either to Urban's house or I went to my room and studied with my Bible, which is horseshit. If he didn't know what was going on with some of that stuff, I would be shocked. Actually shocked. Anyway, there is that. Swiggity Swooty says Tebow's a saint. Okay. I think he's fake, but that's just me. All right. But anyway, we'll have all of that tonight. Baylor Man joining us again today. 17 days until the opening of the new college football season. By the way, you got to get into the Calloway's Pick'em Challenge. The link is in the description. It's right there. You think you know football? I'm hoping Kirby, are you getting into the mix, sir? I know Big Barney Ross is going to do it. Big Barney Ross doesn't do PayPal. So Big Barney Ross is going to ship $20 to me somehow or another. I don't know how that's going to work. I know Big Barney Ross is afraid of the PayPal, which is fine. But Big Barney Ross has got to get in there because we got to see his picks too. Kirby's Visor, I'd like to see your picks. Same thing goes for Alan too. Alan, get into the mix. Go out there and I don't know how you get $20, but get your $20 and figure that out. That's fine. The link is right there. Way to go, Big Barney Ross. You got in. Very good. So I got the ones from week 1. Very good. Oh, look at you. I'm sorry, week 0. Leonard Sarasota says Tebow lost his virginity when he got to the NFL. He got fucked by the Broncos. Oof.
This is a giant cock.
Exactly. Big Barney Ross said, had my 32-year-old Hooter girlfriend send Jackpot $20. Big Barney Ross, if you got a girlfriend at Hooters and she's 30, she's the senior citizen there. Should have just said 22. We would have bought it. All right, as long as Jackpot's got your money, that's just the way that it is. So, yeah. Big Barney Ross is hilarious. Some of the shit Big Barney Ross sends me is just damn funny. Just funny as all get out. So there you go. Anyway, 803-470-2905. Baylorman says, I'm in and I'm getting my redemption this year. Last year was a fluke. The teams I picked screwed up on purpose. Yeah, it was nothing that you did, right, Baylor man? It was what these other teams did to fuck you. It had nothing to do with Baylor man's picks. It's sort of like when South Carolina loses a game to Clemson 56-7, and it was nothing that Clemson did. If you ask Carolina Jackpot, I love that bald motherfucker. He just says some of the dumbest shit ever. But I don't even know where to go with some of that stuff. Sometimes he'll say things and I just look at him like, what was it? This is actually Virtual Kale joins us here. Hold on, let's see here. There was one. Yeah, this is from when, this one.
Will Muschamp should be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, right after he said that, he said point blank, it was nothing that Clemson did when they beat us 56-7. Nothing.
I fucking hate him.
Exactly.
I want to break his fucking neck.
You know who he was talking about there, right? He was talking about Cleveland Farrell. He's talking about Cleveland Farrell and how Farrell was in the backfield for South Carolina pretty much the whole game. And yeah, he fucking hated him. He didn't know who he was. He's fast, but I fucking hate him. I'm not talking bad about Jackpot. Swiggity Swooty says, and I've never seen you in this room before, sir, but I don't diss Debo. Peep's only been Clemson fan since 2014. That's a negative, sir. Absolute negative. Absolute negative on that. So, Florida bandwagon lost a lot of folks. Dakota says, I've entered the contest because I like fun stuff, but picking the spread, is it just like pick who you think is going to win? Oh, okay. Well, you're picking games against the spread. It's basically, let's say in week 1, Vanderbilt is a 1-point favorite over Hawaii. Do you think Vanderbilt is going to beat them by more than 1 point, basically? Or do you think Hawaii will beat them? You know, it's we'll figure it out. Yes, I agree with you on Carolina Jackpot. Completely agree with you on that. He didn't give Tennessee credit last year either. Basically, if your team looks like horse piss, he doesn't give you credit for it at all. All right, anyway, make sure you get into the contest tonight at 9:30. Jackpot and I will discuss the most hated teams of all time and the top offenses in the projected top offenses in college football. We'll have all that for you tonight on the Rob and Kale Show, 9:30 Eastern Time. If you would like to join the show, be sure to check us out then, 9:30 Eastern Time tonight. Big Barney Ross says, Kentucky beat Dan Mullins like my ex-wife beat him in court. No, that's not true. You've told me about your ex-wife. Y'all didn't win by 70. Your ex-wife hit you with the bus, backed up, hit you with the bus again, and then backed up and hit you again. Then stayed there for a minute, and then ran back over you again. So, yeah, there's that. All right, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you stepping in for a little bit today. I got to go. Yeah, Jimmy's talking about South Carolina's got their insider thing at 7 o'clock tonight on ESPNU if you want to watch that. I mean, let's just watch Shane Beamer be a cheerleader. Yay! If you're into that, 7 o'clock tonight, ESPNU. I'm going to take the daughter to golf. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you tonight.